Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. Welcome in the Belgian forest. My name is Tim Heijen and I believe in dragons. Oh, lovely. And I'm on my way to the cemetery. Of course, not to be creepy or something like this, or be some kind of a weirdo. But actually, when I was 6 years old, I was visited by spirits, and I was very afraid of that. I really was afraid of this. And in fact, when I was not sleeping, I was not dreaming or something like this. I was just telling my parents, look at there, look over there, but they couldn't see it. And later on, it went away. It went away. How the older I get, the more it went away. So I was not anymore bothered by these scary spirits. And later on, when I was 18 years old, I was awakened by the dragon, and everything was stirred up again. Everything that I could see, it was not as much as it was when I was a child, but it was still very, very graphic, I could say. But it was all, of course, to awaken me and to see the dragon spirits. Actually, what I was seeing was much more than what eyes should have seen. Whenever I was awakened by the dragon, I could see spirits again. And whenever I, for example, was entering a slaughterhouse, because my grandfather was actually a farmer, he wanted to visit the slaughterhouse. And when I was going inside of it, it was an opening to the void. And that is the first time that I've seen it, an opening to hell, you can say, a gate to hell, from all of this fear and pain that existed there, that humans have caused. It was just, oh my goodness. And whenever I came to the cemetery, I could see spirits wandering around. It's like time stood still. Spirits of humans. And then, of course, whenever I was with the dragon, I said to myself, it's actually better to study this, to know this, why this is, and why these spirits are still there. I learn a lot from my dragon. I learn a lot from my own instincts, what they are saying to me. Whenever I go to the forest, whenever I go to the cemetery, and I released a dragon ritual over there, they thought that I was something like, it was disturbing their cycle, their constant loop that didn't end at all. I was actually opening for them to stop the cycle, and they were actually very afraid. And some of them, that is how it is. I try to speak to the people, not to convince them of the dragon's existence, but of what I've seen, and maybe they should consider to change, because whatever they did, what the spirits did, they put their faith in something that they don't have. They don't have a connection with what they have faith in, because someone said they should follow something, and they have never followed their own instincts. And that is the reason why they are stuck there, because they never had faith in their own feelings, so they never had faith in the angels by their side. These angels, they know the way for wherever they belong. Whatever they call paradise, for example. Paradise is not where you live with God. Actually, it is a bit. But there are so many of them. So many of these paradises. But what is yours? What is your gate? What are your angels telling you? That is the entire point of it. What are your angels telling you? And that is what they never said. They never had this connection with the spirits by their side. I could see still even the spirits by humans and animals aside, but all of them seemed to ditch them away, like I also did. I ditched my dragon, but it was not enough, because the dragon belongs with me, belongs with you, and that is where we belong, in the fifth gate, where the dragon is. Wherever they belong, somewhere else. And how can it be that dragons feel the spirit so well? Because their eyes, the dragon's eyes, can see the spirit. Whenever the dragon comes to you, they see your spirit. They see your draconic spirit. And whenever you are ready to feel it or to see it as well, you might have the gift of seeing the spirit, simply because the dragon is what you can call the spirit of death. They can guide spirit wherever they belong. Even the God himself of the void, the guardian of all of the gates and stars, the guardian of all that is sacred, is a dragon. It's Leviathan. Leviathan is the god of the void, but not, of course, he's been mistaken as some kind of a devil, but he's actually the guardian of all that is made, of the guardian of all the gods, because every single star is a god. Every single star is maybe several gods and several creators, and he is the guardian of it. He is the protector of it. Wherever you don't belong, for example, wherever everyone else belongs, is not where I belong. I should be somewhere else in one of these gates. And that is what they said. That is what why their spirits are still remaining on the cemetery. Because wherever they went is not the correct gate. So Leviathan stand in between. Leviathan doesn't call you welcome in that specific gate because you were told on your entire life that this is the gate that you have to go through. Well, in fact, it's not. And whenever I go to the cemetery and release the dragon there, it's like, oh no, I'm going to hell. But sometimes I felt so bad because these people that were in a time loop, they were actually so afraid that they had this large fear that they immediately went inside of the void. I feel sorry for every single spirit that lives in the void. Of course, like I said, humans destroy. Humans are actually so ignorant for everything. I mean, but yet, whenever they are inside of the void or one leg in the void, you feel sorry for them. And you might even say, oh my goodness, is this my fate when I die? Well, actually, no. Once you know it, once you know who you are, it's so important to follow your feelings and instincts. And that is what I'm trying to say to everyone with the experience that I had. Please follow your own instincts. Follow your angels by your side. It's not that of one specific thing. You have such a different and unique spirit by your side. So listen to that, listen to your instincts, listen to your feelings, go out of your comfort zone just for a moment and don't listen to a guy that has no experience from anything, just reads from a book and hoping that it's true. That is the entire lie about it. It all started when I was 6, and then in between there was the dragon never left. Of course, whenever it's time to awaken, I could see much more. And what I could understand is humanity was wrong, but with all of it. I even thought that in the meantime that we are all going to die and that's it. Our brains die out. It's just nothing anymore. You just die out and nothing anymore. But you have such an energy that you want, life energy, an energy of life. Even your blood is covered in it. That I could feel it with this mind that I had. I could feel this. I could feel your blood. I could feel your 4 elements living inside of you. And that is what is creating this energy, this soul, this spirit. Of course, it's not a spirit like a ghost or things like that, but it's energy. It's an energy that remains. Your mind is still there. And that is what is so scary about this sometimes. Whenever you are going in the side of the void, it reflects your darkest energies. And it's not out of punishment. It's a reflection where there is no creation. And the dragon god Leviathan might teach you the ways how to get through it, how to get through and to find your gate, because he knows every single gate. He knows the way. So that is what Leviathan is trying to teach us. He's not a demon. He's not the devil. He's not the kings of hell. He's actually... yeah, when you go to the light, you go to God. When you go to the darkness, you go to the devil. Well, to a lot of people, Leviathan is like the devil, but in fact, it's not. It's not at all. I can say this. And whenever you are reaching out for your light, well, all of the gods are waiting for you there, including the darkest ones. Because this star, the dragon universe, wherever we belong, whenever you belong, wherever your angels are guiding you, is being made by the dragon gods. All of them, with the 4 elements. Whatever you see here as well is being made by the dragon gods. And whenever you are, your spirit is being made by the dragon gods. So you need to go to your creator once again. That is why you should reach out for them as well. Your angels by your side, your dragon gods, everyone that belongs with you inside of your dragon circle, your dragon eye. And that is why I want to reach out for people that are also not on the dragon's path, not to convince them of dragons, but to convince them that there is another truth behind it of what humans know. Humans are so narrow-minded, but they seem to be afraid of what I'm saying to them, afraid that I will convince them to have a different religion or a different spirituality or a different God. Well, in fact, I'm trying to do so by letting them listening to themselves. All of this cemetery, no one of them, not one of them that I'm going to right now, not one of them listen to their own feelings. Not one of them listen to their own instincts or their angels by their side. All of them went gladly to church. So maybe, no, and you have to put some effort and time in it. Effort and time to know and to understand what is by your side, what is with you. And that is what I took as well. But my dragon was so strong that my dragon knocked on my door so much that I had to open it, that I had to understand it. I'm going to the forest to let myself to understand a bit more about this. This is what it is actually. Some people, a lot of people, they know where they are. They become witches because they can manipulate and reach out wherever they belong. And that is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to reach out for the gods. I'm trying to reach out for the creation that it created my spirit, my energy. And it's sometimes so sometimes so irritating for me to say, it's a ghost, yeah, boo. No, it's an energy that is made by the dragon in our case. But there are so many gods, so many stars, so many of them, it's easily to get lost. And the dragons know where they have to go. But especially Leviathan, he knows everything. He knows the way. He is the way. He is the way of the dragon. And all of us, needs to listen to our own desires and our own instincts and our own feelings.